get a
10-16. Fox 9's Town Ball Tour is presented by JTR Roofing.
And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, here to Fox9.com for the Fox 9 Town Ball Tour. We are just about to get going with the anthem and the starting lineups here in this contest in Delano between the A's of Delano and the Loretto Larks, two rivals about set to get going and go at it here for the second time this season. We thank you for tuning in here on Fox9.com, part of the summer-long Town Ball Tour. The newscasts being done from this location up here to our left, past foul territory on the third base side. So we'll get going with the lineups for both the Larks and the Athletics, the home team here in green, in just a moment. The Loretto Larks, they're 6-5 overall so far this season. 6-2 in their league play in the North Star League. And the A's here, the home team tonight. They're 10-4 so far this summer. And these two teams, they have met one time previous in 2021. That game actually called after 5 due to rain. And Delano ended up winning a shortened game, a close game.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched, rise so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ring, the bombs bursting. Keep
Anthem being sung here live on the field, followed by a couple first pitches thrown by a couple guys being honored here before this game. And here are your starting lineups. And there are your starting lineups here on the Fox 9 Town Ball Tour. We're just about to get going here. Ren Clayton on the call for you as we get set for a roughly 7:30 start. The Loretto Larks, the away team in the white uniforms with the blue accents, they will bat first here at Delano Municipal Baseball Park, one of the oldest parks in the entire state. Built back in 1896. And still looking good. A packed house tonight here for the Town Ball Tour. And out in the field, Delano will start on defense. Jeremy Machino on the hill, number 21, a right-handed pitcher for the A's. And you heard the lineups. He will face Ben Leitner, Kent Cook, and Tyler Maher to start things off here in the top of the first inning. Delano in first place in the North Star League. 9 games into league play. This game number 10 for them. They're 8-1 in the standings. Hutchinson and Buffalo follow close behind. Both these teams having good seasons in league play, just 3 losses combined between the two. A steamy night here on a Wednesday in the summer. We are just about set to go. Jeremy Machino on the hill for Delano. Ben Leitner, the leadoff man, he plays center field for the Larks of Loretto. And we are underway. A first pitch strike from Machino. Second pitch, a foul tip, and it's an 0-2 count quickly for the righty on the hill for Delano. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on, pops straight up. Machino calling off his infield, makes the catch, still standing on the dirt on the mound. So out number 1 is a pop-up to the pitcher. One down, Kent Cook comes to the plate, the shortstop for Loretto. A former college baseball player. Takes a cut, and another foul tip into the mitt of Otto, the catcher for the A's. And there's the first ball thrown today. A 1-1 count here with 1 down in the top of the first inning. And a swing and a miss. 1-2 now. Kent Cook, the son of head coach Herb Cook. As he pokes this one foul, it'll head out of play. Count still 1-2. Cook played baseball at St. Cloud State. The 1-2. And that missing outside. 2-2 now here with 1 down. Herb Cook, the manager for Loretto, his 43rd season leading the way, and that one Missing now a full count here to number 7. This one cracked in foul territory. Looking at it as the first baseman, it's out of play. Hunter Hart at first base, ranging over to his left, but ran out of room. Do the payoff pitch again, and missing high, a walk. The first base runner of the game for Loretto. It's Cook working a base on balls after falling behind in the count. Tyler Maher now, the 3-hitter and right fielder for Loretto, steps in with 1 out and a runner on first base. And missing high again is Jeremy Machino. And missing high again. That's been the miss so far here after a long at bat. Resulted in a walk there to Cook. And now Tyler Maher is ahead in the count 2-0. Swings on the 2-0 pitch, threw it. And it's 2-1. That time missing a close pitch. 3-1 now. Keenan Hodgkin is on deck, the cleanup hitter for the Larks. And that missing high. So back-to-back walks now from Machino. After a quick first out, 2 walks. And the Larks are threatening here in the top of the first inning. And so number 1, Hodgkin, does step in with now 2 runners on base, 1 in scoring position. Hodgkin, the third baseman for Loretto. And he takes high again. And James Otto will head to the mound, as will a representative from the Delano dugout. Try to settle down Machino here. Fox 9 Town Ball Tour going across the state for some of our historic arenas, stadiums, and venues where town ball baseball is played. So the meeting over. Machino ready to go again. A 1-0 count here with 1 down, 2 on. This one fouled straight back by Hodgkin. A 1-1 count now. And swinging through it, might have caught a piece as it goes into the glove of Otto. Now ahead in the count. 1-2. Here to Hodgkin. And that misses inside, now 2-2. Same school district these two towns share. Many of the players on the Larks team played sports, baseball, Delano High. This one cracked foul, up and out of play. That'll go into the parking lot. The 2-2. And a swing and a miss, a strikeout. As Machino gets Hodgkin swinging for the second out. Machino hoping to strand the 2 he walked, as Nathan Maher coming to the plate into the left-handed batter's box with now 2 down. As Tyler Maher is on first. And Kent Cook on second base. Watches ball 1. And ball 2 trickles underneath the catcher, and each runner will advance. Otto couldn't locate it. Only rolled a few feet into the grass behind him. But Cook now is on third base, and Maher, Tyler, is on second with 2 down, a 2-0 count. Now it's 3-0. .24 pitches so far, make it 25, and now a third walk already. The bases are now full as Nathan Maher walks. No hits, but the base is now full of Loretto Larks. Taylor Broderson, the designated hitter, comes up. A 4-pitch walk there. Machino delivers strike 1. Broderson, number 24, the DH tonight. Pops this one up. Might be playable in foul territory by the first baseman. He has room, makes the catch, and the side retired. So 3 batters and 3 runners reach base, but no score here as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Delano coming to bat. Welcome back here to fox9.com. Thanks for watching along with us. If you're not here at a packed Delano Municipal Park, here on fox9.com. The Town Ball Tour going across the state. As Fox 9 doing their newscast here, some live shots, some interviews, and then showcasing some of the best stories across town ball here in Minnesota. So we get ready for the bottom of the second, or the first now, as Delano will come to the plate, and they will face George Fow, the lefty, starting pitcher for Loretto. And it will be Brady Miller, the center fielder, to lead off the bottom of one here for the A's. It'll be a lefty-on-lefty matchup to start this one off. Trevor Yannick and Toby Hansen set to follow him. And the first pitch in there, missing for ball 1. And now strike 1. 1-1 here to the first batter Foul has faced. Misses low. And that missing. So the count now 3-1. George Foul. ERA of 2.25 this season. And walks the first batter on 5 pitches. Brady Miller didn't take the bat off his shoulder, and he's on first base. Trevor Yannick comes up next, number 17, the shortstop for Delano. We saw 3 walks in the top of the inning, now 1 here in the bottom, and just 1 plate appearance. There is a strike on the outside corner. Ahead in the count, 0-1. And now evened up. Trevor Yannick playing shortstop here tonight. Was a pitcher at North Dakota State in his college days. And that one missing low. Now 2-1 the count here with nobody out and a runner on first base. That's Miller. Miller also a college athlete. And that misses high, 3-1. Another 3-1 count. Here in 2 at-bats so far. 2 batters faced here for Foul. So both pitchers struggling with the control here early going. A swing and a miss. And it's a full count to Yannick. The runner goes, and it's a walk. Back-to-back walks here to start the bottom of the first. Yannick reaches. And this one playing out a bit like the top of the inning when we saw 3 walks. No one ended up scoring, and now Toby Hansen, the 3-hitter, will step in. The right fielder bats lefty here against a southpaw pitcher. Cracks this one, a base hit. They'll wave the runner from second home. The throw up the line, and without a slide, the first run scores. Miller scores the game's first run, and it's 1-0. First pitch swinging for Toby Hansen after back-to-back walks. Didn't waste any time. Yannick winds up at third, and Hansen is at second on the throw. That brings up Jack Paulson, the cleanup man for Delano. So now 1 run on 1 hit so far here in the bottom of the first. And that misses low. Paulson, the third baseman. With 2 runners in scoring position. Still no one out. And now foul is behind in the count, 2-1. That's a strike. Count evens up, 2-2. Jack Paulson in college right now, playing college baseball at Northern State. Swings and fouls this one away. That might go into the street. It does. So we'll do the 2-2 count one more time. Already a run in here as Delano leads Loretto 1-0 in the bottom of the first. George Fowl on the hill, the lefty, is yet to retire a batter. And that one misses inside. Paulson turning away from the pitch as it bore in on him. A full count. First base unoccupied. This one fouled back into the netting. Hunter Hart on deck for the A's. Yannick on third, Hansen on second. Hansen, the first hit of the game. And this one cracked up the middle. It'll be a base hit. 2 runs will score, and it's 3-0 Delano. A 2 RBI single for Jack Paulson. And Hunter Hart now comes up. The first baseman for the A's, as Delano is leading by a trio of runs. Yannick and Hansen score on the play on that single to center field. And foul misses high again. A swing and a miss for Hunter Hart. Paulson on first. And a swing and a miss there on a breaking ball. Down and in. Hansen drove in the inning and game's first run. Then Paulson followed up with a 2 RBI single. A long first inning so far. And still no one out. The runner goes. A check swing in the dirt, and there will be no throw. A stolen base for Paulson. And he's in scoring position now. As a rough start to the outing here on the hill for Fowl. And that is strike 3. A strikeout looking as Hunter Hart goes down on strikes for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Scott Benjamin, now with 1 down. And Paulson still at second. And And that's a strike on the outside corner. And that, the same spot, 0-2 now the count here from foul to number 25, Benjamin. And that one misses too high. Scott Benjamin, he played baseball in college at Gustavus. That time a bit too far outside. 2-2 the count here with one down and a runner on second. That one slapped up the line at first. It's fair. The runner from second, Paulson, will be waved home. He will score. The throw coming to second, not in time. It's an RBI double for Scott Benjamin. Paulson makes it 4-0 as he crosses home. And the struggles continuing here for George Fowl. This now his 31st pitch. Just one out on the board. Four runs already in. Benjamin traded places with Paulson, and this one right back up the middle. It'll be fielded, booted for a moment by the second baseman, then thrown away. Benjamin will score, and Norman will stay at first base. 5-0 A's. E4 as Nate Norman, the second baseman, reaches. As Ritter, the second baseman for the Larks, struggled to field that ball. The line drive wasn't hit hard, bounced on a couple hops. This one, a bunted to third. Perfect spot, barehanded, and gets by the first baseman. They'll hold up the runner at third. And James Otto lays down a bunt, and he's on second base now. Norman goes to third base as Adam Schlepper will come up, but a meeting on the mound now. A coach and the catcher and George Fowl, as it has been a struggle here for the starting pitcher. 5 runs in, 2 walks, has allowed 3 hits, and now there's been a couple errors out in the field. Just 1 out recorded. That was the strikeout of Hunter Hart. As Schlepper comes representing the 9th batter to come to the plate here in the first inning. 2 in scoring position as the infield is drawn in, looking to cut off the run at home. And strike 1 is in there. A bunt, and it goes foul. The squeeze put into play there. Oh, 0-2 the count. Here to Schlepper. A swing and a miss, and it's a second strikeout of the inning. got down in the count after that bunt attempt. And that's the second out of the inning, both coming via the strikeout. Brady Miller now, the leadoff man who started this whole thing, will come up again. He walked and came around to score the game's first run. And strike one. As George Fowl hoping to maintain location with that fastball. Miller swings and taps it foul. Behind in the count now, 0-2. Brady Miller, the center fielder. Second plate appearance of the inning. And he takes strike three looking. So George Fowl strikes out the side but gives up 5 runs on 3 hits. Leaves 2. As it's now 5-0 Delano leading Loretto as we head to the second.
Discover more with the Fox 9 Daily Newsletter. Go to fox9.com/email to join and get top stories, original features, and special offers delivered to your inbox. Sign up at fox9.com/email.
High school state tournament time is coming quickly, and PrepSpotlight.tv is your place to watch the chase for the state championships. Full coverage of the state softball tournament from North Mankato begins on June 15th and ends with 4 title games on June 16th. You will see every round of the state lacrosse tournament from Rosemount. The girls' championship is on June 18th, the boys on the 19th. Track and field at St. Michael Albertville begins on June 17th, and you can watch every athlete, every event in both classes. And the boys' baseball tournament will be covered from quarterfinals on June 15th through the big championship day at Target Field on Friday, June 18th. If you can't be at the games, you can watch it all at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Welcome back here to Delano Municipal Baseball Park as we start the second inning. After a long first inning, 5 runs put up here in the bottom of the first by Delano. And so Jeremy Machino has been now staked to that 5-run lead. And we'll get things started as Bradley Koski will come to the plate, the first baseman for Loretto. And if you recognize that last name, it's for good reason. Koski playing first base here tonight, but his dad, Corey, played third for a while for the Minnesota Twins. 2 Koskis here on the team for Loretto. Younger brother Josh also on the roster. This one cranked high to right field, but it is foul. Up into the trees, twisting too far past that 330 mark on the ivy-covered outfield fence. Loretto put 3 runners on in the first inning, did not score, didn't get a hit. They worked 3 walks. As that misses outside, 2-1 here to Koski. As this one gets through all the way to the backstop. Now 3-1 at the first baseman for the Larks. Machino struggled with his control there in the first inning, and now his 4th walk of the ball game. Koski is on to lead off the second. And Brandon Brolin now comes up, the 8 hitter for Loretto. With a runner on, no one out here in the second. As the first pitch, a ball from Machino. As that one gets by, nearly hit Brolin. Koski will scamper from first to second. Got a piece of the mitt of James Otto, the catcher, as Brolin had to duck out of the way. And we'll have a meeting on the mound. As perhaps some mechanics being discussed here on the hill between his infield and Machino. And that's Yannick at short, describing what he'd like to see. The count is 2-0 here to Brolin, the catcher. Trevor Yannick pitched in college at North Dakota State, and perhaps lending some of his expertise there. This one grounded to second. The runner will move up, and the out recorded. Norman there at second base with the putout for out number 1. So Koski up to third base. And Derek Ritter steps into the batter's box. With now 1 down, pops this one behind first base, and it'll leak out of bounds. Over the fence into the crowd. Hunter Hart has been kept busy there at first base with pop-ups that have been in his general vicinity. Had a put out there in the first inning to end the first. And a swing and a miss from Ritter. Down in the count now 0-2. And that misses on the inside corner. Koski at third. He walked to lead off this inning. Machino hoping to strand him. 1 down. As he misses high to Derek Ritter. 2-2 now the count. Lights not on yet here, as still midway through the evening, I guess. Crack to third. Koski has to stay. The throw across the diamond. Koski goes home. The throw home, and he's out. A double play as Koski slammed on the brakes as the throw beat him there. Tried to move around, but Otto at catcher tagged him out. So a 5-3-2 double play for Delano. And we head to the bottom of the second. It's 5-0 A's.
This is Fox 9 Plus.
Let's get started, everybody.
Today's biggest talkers.
Charles and I have been talking about this all morning.
Award-winning comedy.
This gets better and better.
Minnesota's only local news at 7.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Plus,
More good news.
a whole lot more.
More than this?
More than we can use.
Game shows, court shows,
Now we're getting somewhere.
your shows. Fox 9 Plus. Something for everyone.
Welcome back here to Delano Municipal Baseball Park. Welcome back to Fox 9's Town Ball Tour. You can visit the official website of the Minnesota Baseball Association to learn about this year's state tournaments and get all the latest scores from around the state. mnbaseball.org has all the information you need and links to all the team's pages. Again, that is mnbaseball.org. And we are happy to be joined here by Fox 9 Sports Director himself, Jim Rich. Jim, how are you doing tonight? Right? It's beautiful.
Beautiful night here in Delano, and the teams are, well, these are two teams that everybody says are going to vie for the title of this conference, and Delano really kind of surprising that they put 5 up in that first half inning.
Yeah, a marathon bottom of the first inning as Trevor Yannick is batting now with a 1-1 count. You guys have been doing this town ball tour for a while now. What is just the overall experience like as you go from town to town?
You know, when we first came up with the idea, I wasn't sure how it was going to go over, whether people would think it's a good idea, or you know how the modern society is with social media and the immediacy, and this is turning back the clock, and people have kind of found that this is refreshing to turn back the clock.
It's an old school setting. It lends itself to that old school vibe here at Town Ball. This old stadium is a pitch just missing as the count runs full 3-2 here to Yannick to lead off the bottom of the second here for Delano. You guys have been doing live shots, the newscasts, all day really. Got to meet some of the people. What has it been like here at Delano? There's a strikeout there, Yannick.
I'll tell you what it is, and you see this in every community, is the commitment to the program. You know, there's no big money here, there's no big contracts. This is what baseball is all about. This is where it began. This is why it's called America's pastime, because the people that come out here, these players, I mean, they were working jobs today. Everybody here was up at 6 a.m., went to their job, tried to figure a way to get out of there quick so they could come to the ballpark, because this is, what they love to do. And that's what we have found. Whether it's the guy who mows the lawn, chalks the lines, whatever, they all love it.
And it's packed here tonight as this one's cranked to deep center field. Back is the center fielder. It's gone. A home run. Toby Hansen goes dead red. Directly over the 365 sign for a home run. It's now 6-0 Delano. Right?
It was absolutely demoralizing. And at this level, you don't see too many no-doubters. That was a no-doubter.
That one might have gone a lot farther than 365.
Oh yeah, I think they're looking for it a couple blocks away. Still rolling out there.
As Jack Paulson steps into the batter's box now with a half a dozen run lead for the A's here already, or just in the bottom of 2. George Fowl still on the hill of the lefty for Loretto. We got a chance to talk to some of the managers or players or people just involved here at the field today.
Oh yeah, and the beauty, especially of Class C, is that I believe the rule is you have to live within 30 miles of home plate to play for the organization. So that means it truly is a town's team. You know everybody out there on the field. And the manager was telling me, Steve was telling me before the game that 22 of the 24 Delano players are Delano high school players. And, I mean, that's pretty astonishing that you get that feeder program, that development. And he says, we work a lot with the youth programs because we need these guys.
Right, exactly.
Years to keep it rolling.
And it's different in ways, to the as we have a meeting on the hill, a pitching change, and we'll just talk through this. It's interesting, the comparisons you can see to a high school program, but here there is lineup staying the same throughout many years.
Okay, so the North Star League, only the North Star League I've been informed has a 15-mile radius from home plate. So you're running a tape measure to figure if Johnny's house is close enough to the ballpark, because he's hitting over 350 this year.
Exactly. As we have a new pitcher, Colton Petrin will come in, and we'll get some warm-up tosses in here. We're chatting with Jim Rich here, Fox 9. Where else have you guys been, and what are you excited about as you guys continue to travel across the state?
I just love it because every ballpark is different. Everybody has their own unique attributes to the ballpark. There's always a story. Whether, I remember, I think we were in Shasta it was, and they had a ticket taker who was 88 years old, and they built him his own ticket booth, and he was so proud of that, and, you know, just made sure everybody bought tickets, because he knew that the money they brought in helped pay for the team. It wasn't like he was looking for a profit for himself. I mean, it was to buy new equipment, to make enhancements to the ballpark, and that was his contribution. And the night we did town ball, they decided to have 3 admissions. He was fuming about it. Because we got a huge crowd like this. And he was like, do you know how much money is in this ballpark tonight? He was just upset about it. And he couldn't believe they let all his people in for free.
His moment to shine, right?
He goes, you know how many tickets I would have burnt through? It would have been fantastic. And that, and I remember we were in Taylor's Falls. We went to, no, not Taylor's Falls. It's the one down at 52. Cannon Falls. Cannon Falls. We did one there. And again, same rules. You had to be within 30 miles. So the manager had 3 sons. One was the catcher, one was the pitcher, and the third was the center fielder. So it was right up the gut with the same family. And he was like, these kids are ever late. We're done. Because we have no shot.
If the family van breaks down.
Yes, we're in big trouble. We're finding some way to delay the game.
As we get going here, resuming action here in the bottom of the second, it's Colton Petrin. A bit of a lower arm angle here from the right side, in relief of George Fowl, the lefty, who went just 1 1/3. Allowed 6 runs and leaves a runner on first base.
The other thing I find astonishing is the level of play. Like just that last half inning where they gunned a runner out at the plate. I mean, for the first baseman, okay, the third baseman looked it back. Still, the guy tried to go on the throw to first.
Right.
And then that throw to the plate was perfect. I mean, just tremendous execution. And you don't think you'd see it at this level.
As this one's cracked to right field, drifting over toward the line, and it's going to be out of play. Yeah, that play, a throw, anything but perfect, and the runner is safe at home. Here's Hunter Hart is batting, has a 1-2 count. He struck out looking for the first out of the first inning, his last time up. A busy week here in Minnesota sports with high school state tournaments, multiple happening across the state as Hart goes down on strikes once again. And the Fox 9 Sports Department, I'm sure, all over the place.
Oh yeah, we got that to deal with. We've got Vikings minicamp
Right.
going on. That's certainly time consumer right now. But all that goes on there, and you know how the state bleeds purple. They can't get enough of it.
Absolutely. Scott Benjamin now steps in with 2 out and thinks he got hit.
Tried to sell it.
Did a little tug on the jersey.
Didn't show enough pain though.
Yeah, you got to wince and sell it.
Exactly. gotta show some pain there. I know his uniform's clean, but maybe down in the dirt would have got him before.
Exactly. Take a tumble. And now a swing and a miss. The count even at 1-1. So as long as we're talking about baseball, we have a couple Koskis here on the Loretto team, sons of Corey.
Oh, really?
That's right. The Twins kind of going in different directions. What have you seen in your interactions with them this summer?
How quick can they get those Koskis out to Seattle?
Exactly.
They could use some help. I mean, if you want to talk Twins for 20 seconds, how has the rails completely gone out from underneath that team?
Yeah.
It's just remarkable.
And certainly injury is a part of it, but just a complete flip-flop from last year, as that one missing inside. 2-2 now here with 2 out.
Yeah, I mean, and we talk about the fundamentals of town ball and how they make the right throw and the right play. We haven't seen that at the major league level this year.
No.
There have been a lot of games where you're thinking like, why wasn't somebody backing that up?
Exactly. Defense, not necessarily the strong suit there for the Minnesota Twins so far this season. A full count here to Scott Benjamin, the left fielder for the A's, as they lead 6-0. Colton Petrin trying to escape this inning as he came in relief, but that's ball 4.
He's starting to put together another big inning here.
1 run already in on the home run.
Right?
And now 2 runners on. Nate Norman reached on an error his first time up in the last inning.
Loretto's been a good team this year, though, right? They're
They
right
have.
behind Delano in the standings.
Both teams very good records. Loretto, I believe, 6-2 entering this game in league play in the North Star League. And these two teams actually played each other once before. A 1-0 final there in 5 innings due to rain. As this misses, 1-1 here, the count to Norman.
Must have been a while ago. It was rain forever.
I know, that's what it feels like.
It's been an April game.
It's a hot one here tonight. Do you ever walk around these old stadiums that you go to? This one, built in a long time ago,
1896.
exactly. What do you look for or experience when you walk around these old places?
Again, it's the attributes. You know, it's the unique characteristics. Like I go back to Cannon Falls, they have a rock ledge down the right field line. It's like a 10 to 15 foot drop to the field. You know, nowadays ocean would be all over them. You know,
Exactly.
You couldn't have something like that. But people sit on top of that rock wall, and it's basically, you know, in foul territory where the player could run over and run into this rock cliff. But those are the best seats. Everybody fights for those. You got to get there early and put your lawn chairs up on that piece. As
a called third strike wraps up the inning. 1 run does score. They strand a couple as it's now 6-0. We thank you, Jim Rich, for joining us here on Fox9.com for this town ball tour you guys are putting on. Appreciate you joining us. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Yeah, well, you guys do a great job. Everybody who's watching them, we get a lot of comments about your broadcast, so we appreciate you helping us out.
Thanks so much.
I have a question. Yes, your cologne is too strong.
Where is Schitt's Creek?
You told me to keep it a secret, and that's exactly what I did, even from myself.
On Fox 9 Plus.
Oh my God. Can I watch?
Where's Fox 9 Plus? Here's Fox 9 Plus.
Oh my God, this gets better and better.
Schitt's Creek, weeknights at 9:30.
There will be a surprise, and there will be tears, even if they're just my own.
On Fox 9 Plus.
Welcome back here to Fox9.com. As the score reads 6-0, the A's leading the Larks as we start the top of the third inning. A big first, put up 5 for Delano, and then scored one more on a home run in the second. Loretto has yet to get a hit. They've had base runners, have worked 4 total walks. As the leadoff man will lead off this inning. It's Ben Leitner for his second at bat. Popped out to the pitcher. His first time up. Pitcher Jeremy Machino finds the strike zone, now 2-1. Has struggled to locate his pitches, but has not allowed a hit yet. This one flied, ranging over toward the Delano dugout, and it'll go over the roof of that dugout, out of play. As we have a visitor to the field. Being cradled away. As here, a 2-2 count to Leitner. That one high and inside. A full count from Machino to the center fielder for Loretto. Out number 1. As Leitner is down, Kent Cook will come up. Takes strike 1. This one slapped. That'll go out of play, foul. Cook was the first base runner to reach in that top of the first inning. He walked, made it as far as third base. Loretto had the bases loaded. But could not push across a run. As Cook waves at it and strikes out. Out number 2, as Jeremy Machino now has sent 2 down. Tyler Maher will come up. The base is empty, 2 down. Maher walked also his first time to the plate. Batting .379 this season. There's a strike, 2-1 now the count here to number 21, the right fielder for Loretto. And a swing, a grounder to short, fielded on chest high hop. The throw across the diamond is in time, and a stretch from the first baseman, and so the side retired. We head to the bottom of 3. Here you're watching the Fox 9 Town Ball Tour on Fox9.com.
High school state tournament time is coming quickly, and PrepSpotlight.tv is your place to watch the chase for the state championships. Full coverage of the state softball tournament from North Mankato begins on June 15th and ends with 4 title games on June 16th. You will see every round of the state lacrosse tournament from Rosemount. The girls' championship is on June 18th, the boys on the 19th. Track and field at St. Michael Albertville begins on June 17th, and you can watch every athlete, every event in both classes. And the boys' baseball tournament will be covered from quarterfinals on June 15th through the big championship day at Target Field on Friday, June 18th. If you can't be at the games, you can watch it all at prepspotlight.tv.
Fox 9 Morning News. All local, all morning.
Are you nervous?
I am nervous.
Join us tomorrow on Fox 9 Morning News.
Welcome back here to Fox9.com as we're at Delano Municipal Baseball Park for the Loretto Larks and the Delano A's town ball matchup. As we get started with the bottom of the third. And we're joined by Jason Homer. You're a Delano resident. How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. A beautiful night here, right?
Absolutely. Great park here in Delano.
How
That's the event we got going on here.
Yeah, as we start off here, the bottom of 3, Athletics leading 6-0. As James Otto, the catcher, reached on an error his last time up. So how long have you been coming here to Delano Municipal?
Well, on and off for a number of years. It's always fun to get down here and catch a game when we can. We're not running around to our own kids' games. And, going to little good baseball games, and whenever we're around town, it's a really great baseball community.
Yeah, describe the baseball community. You see all ages here as people saving their seats and the kids running around. What's it like to kind of just be a part of what right now is a packed house?
Yeah, it's really a fun event, especially tonight with it being featured on Fox 9. But yeah, it's just a great community, a great culture for baseball. There's been a lot of really good players that have come out of here, players that have gone on and played, for the Gophers and beyond, and been drafted by the major leagues. So it's a really good, fun community and a great place to watch the baseball.
As there's a ball to Otto, 2-2 the count to the leadoff man here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. What'd you think of that home run in the last inning?
Great contact.
As here's a hit, a base knock to left field. Go ahead.
Put a good barrel on the bat and on the ball rather, and yeah, a really good player that came to Delano, played for the Gophers for a while.
That's right, Toby Hansen. He's 2 for 2 today, a single and that home run. As Adam Schlepper, the designated hitter, out of the 9-hole, comes up. He struck out last time. As Colton Petrin beginning his first full inning of work in relief of George Fowl. As they check the runner at first, Otto gets back safely. That one fouled back. Might have gotten a piece of the catcher.
They mentioned that home run. It was nice to see that Loretto home run go foul.
That one was close. Angling toward that foul pole in the 330 sign. But still hitless, the Larks. What do you know about this rivalry? Obviously, Loretto, what, a 15-minute drive from here?
Yeah, if that. I mean, it's, in fact, walking in here tonight, I saw some of the hockey families that I know who have kids in baseball, who played baseball here at Delano. And this season on the varsity team, the Pettits, and I had to give them a hard time about them playing for the wrong team today. So shout out to Colin Pettit.
Shout out. Sharing a school district here, not too far away, a built-in friendly rivalry. Is that how you would kind of describe it?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, we get a lot of the Loretto kids, obviously, with the shared school district, play baseball here, they play hockey and basketball and every other sport here. So a lot of these guys in the field, and especially it's fun with the town ball because as they get older, it's generational. They're coming in here and it's people who've been playing against each other for years, and it's fun to watch.
As a swing and a miss, a strikeout. The runner going, caught and thrown away as the runner dives back to first base. It might have gotten a piece of Otto's. He's back safely at first. Schlepper strikes out for out number 1. Otto going on the pitch, slammed on the brakes, and so he's still at first base as the lineup turned over again. Brady Miller will have already his 3rd plate appearance. Walked and scored his first time. Struck out looking to end the first inning in his 2nd time to the plate. As the runner goes, a pitch, a ball on a hop, and unable to handle it is the shortstop Cook. So how many of the guys on each roster do you think know each other? I mean, obviously they must know of everyone, but
I'm sure it's a pretty tight-knit group. I'm sure a lot of these guys have played ball with each other coming up, like I said, for many years.
Right.
And yeah, I'm sure it's a pretty good. I'm sure they have some fun beforehand, after the game, kind of letting each other know what's going to happen.
Brady Miller, a 1-1 count. It's Colton Petrin. Deals. And a swing and a miss. Couple whiffs here from Miller. Delano 10-4. A good program in town ball annually.
And a lot of talent in the system too. I mean, this Delano youth program here is fantastic. The high school teams are really good. So I think there's a really, and it's fun to have something like this for the kids to look forward to even after high school for those who aren't going to move on, to have something to look like where they can come represent their town and continue on playing the game after they're done with high school.
And a lot of them can play, into later years. You see across town ball. It's not just the guys in their 20s or just out of college. You see it into the middle age sometimes, and I believe Delano is carrying over the same starting lineup this season as last.
Yeah, it's fun watching all these young kids running around with their gloves and chasing the foul balls and sitting as close as they can to the screen. Just kind of hometown heroes here, and giving them something to look up to.
Do you have kids yourself?
I do.
A couple of them running around?
No, my son's up in Champlin playing his own 10U AA game tonight, so hopefully he'll get back here soon, maybe catch the end of the game.
Full count here to Miller, and he strikes out. A foul tip into the glove of Brolin as the Larks pitching staff racking up the strikeouts. The majority of the outs recorded have been by the strikeouts.
Tough arm angle that this pitcher's throwing at these guys. He's got to change his arm angle, keeping them off balance a little bit.
Exactly, and obviously from the other side of the throwing from the other side as the starting pitcher, who a tall lefty, and now kind of a sidearm move here from the mound. This one's fouled back. Number 17, Trevor Yannick, is up for the 3rd time. He walked and scored his first time up.
Yeah, if you know anything about Delano, the Yannick name in baseball is synonymous. That family's put a lot of kids through this system, and all very talented players.
A common occurrence, perhaps the family traditions, as you hear the fans getting into it down below. As Petrin misses outside, this one gets by the catcher Brolin, and the runner on second, Otto, will scamper to third.
Yeah, nice job by Otto there. He had a good secondary lead and made for an easy take at third base.
And Otto likely knows the backstop area better than most, the catcher for Delano.
There's a lot of room here, so if the ball will be past the catcher, there's a good chance to run it.
As that one clips the outside corner. 1-2 here with 2 out. We're in the bottom of the third. Delano up 6-0 on Loretto. Hoping to tack on at least one more with Yannick at the plate. And James Otto just a base away.
This pitcher from Loretto really hides the ball well. You can see where these batters are having a hard time picking up the ball.
Working from the set here with the runner on. And that one inside. The runner coming home as it gets away underhanded. And he's safe.
Absolutely excellent read by Otto at third. Secondary jump read the play really well. That ball didn't get very far past the catcher, just far enough for him to get in on and get the tag.
Almost the same thing we were just talking about when he went from second to third and read that well, just as you said. And he is the 7th run of this game for Delano as they take a hefty lead and continue to add to it. Have scored in every frame. And now Yannick has a full count and no one on the bases anymore. And that's strike 3. Yannick wanted the walk, but that ends the inning. 1 run in. New score reads 7-0. We thank you for joining us, Jason. A pleasure to have another one of Delano's own here for the Fox 9 Town Ball Tour. We'll be back after this.
Good morning, Dale.
Rise and shine with the Garden Guy on the Fox 9 Morning News.
And I'm so ready to start planting.
Helping you create your space and explore new ground.
Right on the money. Absolutely fantastic.
Dale K is always in season.
Oh, love him, love him, love him.
Watch the Garden Guy Tuesdays and Thursdays on the Fox 9 Morning News.
Welcome back here to Fox9.com as honoring some of the younger athletes here in Delano as the A's hold a 7-0 lead. Brent Clayton here on the call. We thank you for being along, watching from home. Many of you are here, the fans of Delano and Loretto. So we were talking with one of Delano's own, Jason Holmer, in the last half inning. Loretto not too far from here. Same school district as we've mentioned. These two towns share. As they congratulate the prep teams here on their 2021 seasons. Delano High School, of course, feeding into this town ball program, all interconnected as we get set for the 4th inning now. Keenan Hodgkin will come up for Loretto. Struck out his first time up, now coming to the plate for the 2nd time here in the top of the 4th inning as the sun beginning to set. Fouled away the first pitch. Lights coming on here around this very old facility, but a beautiful one. Fox 9 Sports Director Jim Rich explaining this built in 1896. As Machino misses. 2-1 here, the count to Hodgkin. 2-2. And now missing high, Machino has walked 4 and finds himself in another full count. This one, a check swing popped up to first, and the easy out. Hunter Hart there to make the play. Didn't have to move, maybe took 2 steps in, and it's out number 1. Nathan Maher now. He takes strike 1 from Machino. The bats have yet to come alive for Loretto. As that misses a bit too high. 1-1 the count here with 1 out, nobody on in the top of the 4th inning. And time called before the pitch. Time called by the batter, some friendly words exchanged by the pitcher and the batter as this one knocked to center field. Running in and making the play is Miller on the move for out number 2. Well hit ball, but right at the center fielder. As Taylor Broderson, the designated hitter, steps in and watches a ball low. Broderson, he popped out to the first baseman his first time up. And now 2-0 here with 2 down. Machino retired the side in order in the 3rd. Looking to do the same here, a check swing on a foul tip. Got a piece of somebody, either the catcher or the umpire. Maybe both. And so they'll take a brief breather. As the count at 2-1. Here to Broderson. Now 3-1. And that in there for a strike, yet another full count here. Now it's time to Broderson, number 24, with 2 out. No one on in the top of the 4th inning. And that misses. It's another walk from Machino, his 5th of the game. As Bradley Koski will come to the plate. Reached on a walk his first time. As this one swinging on the first pitch, fouled away. Koski launched a foul ball in his first plate appearance. that had it stayed fair might have been the first run of the game for Loretto. Made it as far as third base after that walk. And that matches the farthest a base runner has been here for the Larks. 0-1 here the count from Machino to Koski. Now 1-1. Koski in his third season on the team. Plays for St. John's college baseball as this one's fouled up and away. His younger brother, Joshua, in his first season with the Larks, and he's a Augustana baseball commit. Another foul. Do the 1-2 again. And this one cracked, the first hit of the game. Koski goes to right field, and the inning continues. A base hit to right for Bradley Koski. Broderson moves up to second. And Brandon Brolin now will come up. He grounded out to second his first time up. Two down, a quick 2 outs here to start this inning. And then the next two batters have reached. That's a strike down the middle. This one chopped foul past third. 0-2 the count to Brandon Brolin, the catcher. Loretto and Koski delivering the first hit of the game for the Larks. And this one chopped. It'll be cut off by the third baseman, but gets through him as no play can be made. Everybody's safe moving up a base. Would have been a tough play on the run for the third baseman. It was getting to the shortstop at a slow pace. Ruled a hit here. And so now the bases are loaded. Derek Ritter comes up and swings and misses at the first pitch. Broderson on third, Koski on second. 2 down here in the fourth. And another swing and a miss by Ritter. Grounded into that inning-ending double play in the second. That was his first time to the plate, as this one misses high. As Delano went 5-3-2, getting the runner trying to score to end the frame. This one cracked through the hole at short. A run will score. It's a base hit for Ritter. Behind in the count. Grounds a hard bouncing ball to left. And Broderson comes home. It's 7-1. So 3 hits here with 2 outs for the Larks. And Ben Leitner now will bat for the 3rd time. 0 for 2 so far tonight. Has a off-speed pitch in there for a strike. Jeremy Machino didn't allow a hit in his first 3. Still has a 6-run lead as that one misses. Leitner enters today's game batting .391. And swings and misses there. Down in the count now 1-2. Now 2-2 here with 2 down. The bases still loaded. As everybody moved up on that base hit by Derek Ritter. A swing and a miss and a strikeout. Machino gets out of the inning, but the first run scores for Loretto. New score. 7-1 as we head to the bottom of 4, watching the Fox 9 Town Ball Tour.
This summer, Fox 9 Plus presents your St. Paul Saints. Friday night home games at 7, followed by fireworks on Fox 9 Plus. Here's where you can find Fox 9 Plus in your area.
Welcome back. We thank you for watching along with us here on fox9.com. A pleasure to bring you this game on a beautiful Wednesday night. A warm June night as Loretto and Delano going at it here in Delano. 81 degrees right now as the sun is on its way down. It's a 7-1 score. Delano put up a 5 spot in the first inning, and they've tacked on a couple in each of the ensuing innings. Colton Petrin warming up. He's in relief for the starter, George Fow, who struggled for Loretto. Petrin came in partway through the second inning. And now beginning his second full inning of work. It's Toby Hansen, the 3-hitter, to come to the plate. Had that blast to center field his last time up. And takes strike 1. Hansen 2 for 2 here tonight with 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs. Swings. This one flied to the left center field gap over the left fielder underneath it to make the catch. That's Maher out in left for out number 1, and Hansen is retired for the first time this evening. So Jack Paulson will come up. He's had a successful day at the plate as well, or night at the plate. A 2 RBI single in the first, had a stolen base, and wound up scoring. And walked in his next plate appearance. This one well inside from Petrin. And a big cut and a miss there from Jack Paulson. And that one clips the outside corner. 1-2 now the count to number 7, Paulson. 1 for 1 today, as we mentioned, with a walk. The third baseman for Delano. And that one just outside 2-2. One missing low and inside from Petrin as he spins around after that delivery, adjusting maybe his landing spot. As the count runs full. This one grounded to the hole at short, and it gets through. Past Cook, and it's a 1-out single for Paulson. He's 2 for 2 and has reached all 3 times. Hunter Hart will come up. He has struck out twice in 2 at-bats. One down and one on. Here is Petrin, the sidewinder. Delivers strike 1 to Hart. Runner bluffing, does not go. Brolin behind the plate, thought about a snap throw to first. Oh and 2. Hart behind in the count again. He struck out looking and swinging so far tonight. And it's struck out for the 3rd straight time. Paulson still at first base, now with 2 outs. And Scott Benjamin will come up, the left fielder for the A's. Has reached both times as well. Doubled in the first inning, came around to score for the 5th run of the game, and then he walked in the 2nd. The runner goes, swing and a miss, and the throw down gets through to center, and they are gonna, I believe, call interference. The swing took Benjamin in front of home, and the catcher Brolin collided with him on the throw. So they will call, I believe, Benjamin out, and that'll end the inning. So after 4, the score 7-1 here on Fox 9's Town Ball Tour.
When storms roll in, turn to Fox 9 and stay sky aware with the Fox 9 weather app and at fox9.com.
Welcome back here to Delano Municipal Ballpark. Be sure to keep an eye on Fox 9 News tonight at 9:30 for a look at all the fun and festivities from today's Town Ball Tour. Stop here in Delano. And remember, next Wednesday we visit St. Patrick as the Irish will battle Newmarket for week 4 of the Fox 9 Town Ball Tour. As we get set to begin the 5th inning. The sunset in the sky, and Jeremy Machino out for his 5th inning of work. Gave up his first run in the last frame. And he'll face Kent Cook. The 2-hole hitter, the shortstop for the Larks, has walked and struck out. And he takes a ball low. Kent Cook is the mayor of Loretto. As that's strike one. 1-1 here, the count. The Cooks, a institution here in Loretto Town Ball. Grandfather, big moments in town ball games. As this one lined right back up the middle for a base hit. Cook reaches to lead off the 5th inning. And so Tyler Maher will come to the plate. With a runner on, nobody out. This one gets by, goes to the backstop, and Cook will trot to second base. Maher, he walked in the 1st inning, got as far as second, and grounded to short in the 3rd. Plays college baseball at St. Cloud State, or played in the past. As that's strike 1 to the 3-hole hitter. Two and one now here from Jeremy Machino. Nobody out, a runner on second. That one missing high, now 3-1. Keenan Hodgkin is on deck. This one skied behind first base, backpedaling is Hart, and in foul territory, makes the catch. Has been kept busy there at first base, tracking down pop-ups. Keenan Hodgkin, the cleanup man, now steps into the batter's box. Playing third base for Loretto. Hoping to drive in the runner that's out there in scoring position. Takes a strike. Hodgkin batting an even .400 this season. Skies this one. The first baseman Hart again, he's backpedaling once more and almost in the same spot, this time in fair territory. Makes the catch. And Nathan Maher will come up. 0 for 1 with a walk in the first. He flew out to center in the 4th. And after the Kent Cook single to lead off this inning, and moving up to second on a wild pitch, he's been stranded there over the next two batters. And that is now 100 pitches here for Machino. And 4 2/3 so far on the hill for Delano. And misses again. It's 3-0 here to number 10, Nathan Maher. And that one in the zone. Three and one here with 2 out. Cook on second base. Nathan Maher. Broderson is on deck. And that one a strike. The count now full. And that's strike 3 looking. Maher goes down on strikes. And Machino is through 5, allowed just 1 run. It's 7-1, Delano leading Loretto.
I think the future's looking up from here.
Just the ability to do what you want.
It's like being able to hug my friends.
They're finally getting to come out and see the baby.
Sunshine and bars and restaurants open.
Getting back to my old lifestyle.
Just being out today and seeing all the people.
Any chance I get to connect with people is sought after nowadays.
We're planning to get together with all our buddies.
Just seeing people being reunited.
Back here at Delano Municipal Baseball Park. It's 7-1. The home team leading. 7 runs on 7 hits. Were held scoreless for the first time in the last inning. And Loretto has 1 run on 4 hits. As we get set to start now the bottom of the 5th, the A's will send up Scott Benjamin. Excuse me, Nate Norman, the second baseman for the Athletics. 0 for 2, reached on an error his first time up, then struck out in the second inning. And takes strike 1 from Colton Petrin. Petrin, ERA entering this game of 2.07. And he played college baseball at Concordia-St. Paul. This one inside. 1-1. One and 2 here the count to Norman. And he swings through that pitch from Petrin, a strikeout. His second time striking out tonight. Now James Otto will step up to the plate. Otto singled in the his last time up, and made his way around the bases to score on a wild pitch. Fouls this one back, and quickly 0-2 the count to Otto. Likes to go with the no batting gloves approach. And swings through that one. On 3 pitches, Otto is down on strikes. Petrin with 2 Ks here in the bottom of the 5th. And speaking of strikeouts, Adam Schlepper was due up, but it'll be a pinch hitter after Schlepper had struck out twice. Jeff Altoff comes up. A sub into this game, fouls the first pitch he sees up and away. Number 11 in for Schlepper. As this one sliced up into the infield and caught. A pop-up to the second baseman, and that is the side. So we are through 5 here. The score 7-1. Delano leading Loretto on Fox 9's Town Ball Tour.
High school state tournament time is coming quickly, and PrepSpotlight.tv is your place to watch the chase for the state championships. Full coverage of the state softball tournament from North Mankato begins on June 15th and ends with 4 title games on June 16th. You will see every round of the state lacrosse tournament from Rosemount. The girls' championship is on June 18th, the boys on the 19th. Track and field at St. Michael Albertville begins on June 17th, and you can watch every athlete, every event in both classes. And the boys' baseball tournament will be covered from quarterfinals on June 15th through the big championship day at Target Field on Friday, June 18th. If you can't be at the games, you can watch it all at PrepSpotlight.tv.
More is better, and Fox 9 now has more. More streaming, more local stories, more shows, and, well, more. Go ahead, try it out, and discover more on the Fox 9 News app and at fox9.com.
Back here at Delano Municipal Baseball Park. As we begin the 6th inning, it's a new pitcher out there for the A's, the home team. Austin Schneider, number 0 or 00. Warming up, entering for Jeremy Machino, who had a good night on the mound. 5 innings of work, allowed 4 hits, 1 run. And his team has a 6-run lead as he exits. As now Taylor Broderson will come up for Loretto, his 3rd plate appearance. He scored the lone run of the game for the Larks. That was in the 4th, as he walked and came around to cross home. As he takes strike 1 on the first pitch of the outing from Austin Schneider. And swinging, flying this one up into right. Underneath it is the right fielder Hansen there to make the play for out number 1. And Broderson retired on 2 pitches. And that'll bring up Bradley Koski. Notched the first hit of the game for Loretto a couple innings ago and has reached both times. Walked earlier, and now swinging at the first pitch. This one to left center field. The left fielder there, camped underneath it, and he'll make the catch. So a couple quick outs, quick fly outs for Austin Schneider. And there's 2 down already as Brandon Bolin will come up. 1 for 2 tonight. Takes ball 1. And now ball 2 from Schneider. Back in the zone, Schneider gets strike 1. 2-1 now here. To the catcher for the Larks. The Larks of Loretto have what looks like a plastic duck. They call it a lark in their dugout. They keep there for good luck. As this one's cranked to center field. Going back is the center fielder, drifting over and making the play. Miller there to make the catch, and 3 flyouts. Retires the side here in the top of the 6th inning. We head to the bottom with Delano leading Loretto 7-1.
Fox 9 News at 7 on Fox 9 Plus. The Twin Cities' only local news at 7. Here's where you can find Fox 9 Plus in your area.
Welcome back here to Delano. Be sure to keep an eye on Fox 9 News tonight at 10 for a look at all the fun and festivities from today's Town Ball Tour stop here in Delano. And remember, next Wednesday we visit St. Patrick as the Irish battle Newmarket for week 4 already of the Fox 9 Town Ball Tour. Thank you all those watching here on fox9.com, streaming this game live. For Town Ball baseball fans across the state. The A's of Delano leading their rival, the Larks, from less than 15 minutes away. 7-1 as we get started with the bottom of the 6th inning. Colton Petrin still out there in relief for the visitors. Brady Miller will come up for Delano. He ended the last half inning with a running catch as Loretto went down in order with 3 flyouts. Miller in center field snagged a deep fly ball, and now coming up here to lead off the next inning.
Just a reminder also, please, if you're on the netting, please stand away from it. Thank you.
Petrin will tie a shoe. Miller, this now his 4th plate appearance, the leadoff man for the A's. Walked his first time up, scored it there in the first, and has struck out twice since. Once looking, and once swinging. As he has worked a 3-ball count, 3-0. That in there for a strike. 3-1. Delano 10-4 entering today's game, and that's a walk to lead off the bottom of the 6th. So Brady Miller walks for the second time. And now Trevor Yannick, the shortstop, will hit. He's also struck out twice. Is that exactly the same line as Miller up to this inning? Yannick scored after a walk in the first and has struck out twice since then. As Petrin has been racking up the strikeouts for Loretto. Swing and a miss there. Down in the count now, 0-2. Miller, good lead at first base. He goes. A swing and a miss, a strikeout. The throw down is too high. Over the head of the player covering second. So a stolen base for Brady Miller, but Yannick strikes out for the third time tonight. And that'll bring up Toby Hansen. Hansen a former Golden Gopher, not long ago played for the U of M. This ball in the dirt. Hansen 2 for 3 tonight. He had that loud homer in the second inning. Hansen, a key player in that region win over UCLA that Minnesota had. As he takes ball 2. And now 3-1. I believe 2-1 is the count. 1 out, a runner in scoring position. This one fouled up and away by Hansen. Two and 2 here at the count. Now 3-2. Miller on second base. Hansen trying to bring him around. With a couple RBIs already. This one cracked to right field, and it is fair. Landing inside the line. It'll be an RBI stand-up double for Toby Hansen. Miller comes home. And the score is 8-1. Miller, who walked to lead off this inning, stole second, and then scored there on the 2-bagger. That's on the inside corner, a strike. Jack Paulson at the plate. Paulson fouls this one away. He has reached all 3 times. A single in the first, a walk in the second, and then a single in the fourth. Paulson is 2 for 2. Has driven in 2 and scored 1. Also has a stolen base. Down in the count, 0-2. Cracks this one to short, right back, and it'll be a double play. They caught Hansen drifting too far off the base, and it's a 6-4 double play to end the inning. But Delano gets one more, and now they lead 8-1 here in the Fox 9 Town Ball Tour. Welcome back here to Delano. Visit the official website of the Minnesota Baseball Association to learn about this year's state tournaments and get all the latest scores from around the state. mnbaseball.org has all the information you need and links you to all the teams' pages. Again, that is mnbaseball.org as we start the top of the 7th, and we are joined by Corey Koski. Welcome to the booth up here. Yeah. Rooting on the Loretto Larks tonight here in Fox 9's Town Ball Tour. As the score 8-1, Loretto needs to get back in this one. What do you want to see from your guys? Some walks early on, broke through in the fourth with stringing a few hits together, plated 1 run. And so to start this 7th inning, it'll be Derek Ritter, the second baseman. 1 for 2 tonight. And of course, Corey, you have 2 sons on the Loretto Larks. What has being part of this team kind of meant to them, and what is your experience watching them play for this town ball team? Pop up to short, go ahead. Out number 1.
It's fun because they get to play the game for the summer. With them playing college baseball, you don't really get to see them play. So for them to play town ball in Minnesota is absolutely phenomenal. It's just really funny, especially when you come to an event like this and the kids in the stands. This is what baseball should be. And it's just really fun to come to this and watch this. And I don't know anywhere else in the country that has a group of stadiums like Minnesota. And it's just fun as I go and watch them play at all these different stadiums. Like, these are really cool stadiums. So I just really enjoy coming to these parks and watching these games.
Yeah, this one built in 1896, so on the older end, but beautiful here tonight. When did you first start realizing how the town ball scene was? Was it in your playing days with the Twins, or when did you kind of learn all about what's going on here?
My son started playing, so when Bradley started playing town ball, we kind of followed him around and to these all the out-of-town tournaments, all the out-of-town games. That's when we started seeing these beautiful ballparks, like Maple Plains and Loretto's Park. I don't know if you guys have been there. Loretto's ballpark is beautiful. So it's just, and they take such good care of it. It's just fun to watch. It's fun to be a part of.
As a strikeout there of Ben Leitner, Kent Cook will now come up. And as Cook comes up, a tradition, of course, his dad, the manager, the kind of traditions and intertwining of all the different communities is a big part of town ball too. Is that what you've experienced as well?
Yeah, well, the Cooks pretty much run Loretto. There's the Cook's Corner gas station there, and I think Kent's the mayor.
Right.
And so, it's just, it's fun. It's fun to watch, and you start to hear these guys' stories, and they kind of get to talk about, guys who played the game a while, and it's just, I don't know, it's majestic just to be a part of it. Just to be under the lights here in the middle of the town, it's cool.
Yeah, it's packed here tonight. As a ground ball here to short, and the throw will be across the diamond. If you'd like, would you like to stay one more half inning? All right. We will take a break and be back here with more from Corey Koski.
Thanks for watching Fox 9's Town Ball Tour. Here's where we're headed this summer. Join us next Wednesday in St. Patrick, only on fox9.com.
High school state tournament time is coming quickly, and PrepSpotlight.tv is your place to watch the chase for the state championships. Full coverage of the state softball tournament from North Mankato begins on June 15th and ends with 4 title games on June 16th. You will see every round of the state lacrosse tournament from Rosemount. The girls' championship is on June 18th, the boys on the 19th. Track and field at St. Michael Albertville begins on June 17th, and you can watch every athlete, every event in both classes. And the boys' baseball tournament will be covered from quarterfinals on June 15th through the big championship day at Target Field on Friday, June 18th. If you can't be at the games, you can watch it all at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Welcome back here to Fox 9's Town Ball Tour on fox9.com. We're chatting with Corey Koski, the Twins legend, as we start the bottom of the 7th inning here. Colton Petrin still on the hill. And what have you seen from Bradley today? I know you didn't get here at the beginning of the game, but almost hit a home run down the right field line.
Yeah, and when you hear about that happening now, home run foul, because he always talks about the home runs he gets in batting practice. And so it's going to be, I almost hit that one. Yeah, you see it, So we're going to hear that one, but he's going to live that one a long time.
Love it, as number 14 coming to the plate. A pinch hitter for Hunter Hart, who had struck out 3 times. Matt Carson for his first at bat tonight. Takes strike 1.
And you let Joshua play now. So my other son Joshua's playing shortstop.
That's right. Joshua Koski out at shortstop. Is no one going to play third base today?
Hopefully he can catch the ball. So it's really cool for me this last high school season. Josh is a senior, Caleb's a freshman, and so they got to play together. And Caleb's a lefty,
right.
But I had him catching for me because he understands the game, he plays the game. So we had an opportunity and a need catching. So it's fun to watch Joshua pitch and Caleb catch.
What's it like just seeing them kind of cross over in their baseball careers, whether it's on the team you're describing in high school or maybe prior to that even?
It's, the game's one thing, but I enjoy watching them get in the car together and go to a baseball game, and then when they're cheering each other on, that's just fun. That's the fun part for me to watch. And so, when they play, the game's a game, and they're going to play it and whatever, but when they're able to play and cheer for each other and root for each other, that's cool for me.
Absolutely. And Josh in his first season correct at Town Ball, his rookie year here with the Larks, as there's one down.
Yeah, so he's playing August down there.
And Bradley already in his college career, that's right. Here's Scott Benjamin coming up with one down here for Delano. Talking to some of the other people around here, the Delano and Loretto community is very, close-knit and intertwined together. Seen some people you know here in this packed house tonight?
Yeah, there's a couple of people. As you start coaching, there's a lot of people I kind of coached against because I've got 4 boys. I hockey, baseball, and since I've retired, I've coached now about 105, 106 teams between hockey and baseball. And so there's a lot of people that I've coached against.
Sure. And you participated in Joe Mauer's event at Target Field. What was that like? Was it Trevor Plouffe that got the win there?
Yeah, I said that they should have 2 categories, one for 45 and above and 45 and below, because it just wasn't fair, and those guys have 7 years on me, and so it's a little different. And when they took their 3rd round, and you can, the first 2 rounds were bombs over the place, by the time the 3rd round, you can start to see it go down a little. I'm like, guys, now you know what I felt like my first round.
So you wanted it flighted. Is this one deep to right center field, down into the ivy as Benjamin rounds first, and he's into second with a stand-up double. His second double of the game. Here with 1 out in the 7th inning. That'll bring up Nate Norman, who is 0 for 3 so far this evening. As long as we're talking about the Twins, what have you seen so far from them this summer?
The game has changed, and it's tough for me to watch at times because there's a lot of mistakes. Both from a defensive standpoint, the stuff that they do, so I watch sporadically, and it's just tough when the whole game is either home run or strikeout. So no shorting up, no putting the ball in play. I guess the smart guys in baseball know something better than I do.
A long running play there made by the first baseman. Makes the catch right inside the line in the infield for out number 2.
By the way, that play right there is impossible to make with your mouth.
It's all about the concentration.
Yeah, that's a mouth open play. You can't make that play with your mouth open.
Did you ever have any photos of you making some interesting faces out there on the field? Never. James Otto stepping in, fouling away the first pitch he sees. It's Benjamin still on second base. Another foul back, 0-2 now here to Otto. You said you do a lot of coaching in the youth level with your sons, of course. What are you working on right now? What season is it, and what are we focusing on?
So we have, it's baseball, so my wife right now is in Omaha with my 11-year-old, and then we're going tomorrow to Milwaukee with my 6-year-old. And that's part of it. Now if the kids want to go anywhere, get anywhere, they got to travel, they got to do this. It's all videotapes, showing coaches what we have. There's not as many scouts. It's completely different. Whether good or bad, I don't know. But there seems to be more Minnesota baseball players in different parts of baseball. I just saw Andrew Gilbert, that walk-off home run from Tennessee, and that was all over a little bit of an internet sensation. So that was fun to watch him because his mom, Cindy, used to be the babysitter.
Oh, very interesting. So yeah,
So we've known him since he's a little kid.
it's fun to see that go full circle as for the baseball state tournament. As
I don't know. I don't want to tell me. It's okay. Yeah, so, I don't know if you saw that home run.
Yeah.
Everybody's all over because of all the switching and stuff like that. What's interesting to me when he hit that home run, you can see him look at their dugout and stuff like that. So one thing that college baseball and high school baseball and people don't realize is that there's a lot of trash talking. And so I would like to know the full story before I judge him on what he did, because I guarantee there was a lot of talking to him before that.
Right.
So for him to do it on a walkout grand slam like that, just cool because he got the experience, but we need to know more of the story before we judge the kid. And the thing that they don't know is that he had a lot of health stuff going on for him to see where he's at right now and to be able to enjoy that moment. I'm just so excited for him.
Yeah, great to see that. So it sounds like you're of the camp that it's a case-by-case basis as far as, the bat flipping debate, or where do you kind of stand on that?
I am a respect the game, respect the game, stuff like that. But there's so much trash talking, and there's so much testosterone as these guys are going back and forth, and I'm like, you got to know the whole story, because if they're running their mouth and they strike them out, nobody's going to know about the stuff that everybody else said to him. But he looked at it in the thing, and there was stuff going on. I guarantee there was stuff going on. There's a story there.
Certainly a big moment, and at some point you earn part of the celebration. As a ground ball here to lead off the top of the 8th inning. Loretto is out number 1 here on a grounder to third, as that was a pinch hitter. So 1 down here in the top of the 8th. Will Reschenberg now in to pinch hit for Keenan Hodgkin, who was 0 for 3. Have you gotten a chance to, as you're in the booth here, listen to some of Justin Morneau's commentary? Yeah. Yeah.
And so I just enjoyed listening to them kind of do this thing.
Absolutely, and here's a fly ball deep to center. Going back is Miller at the wall, and he makes the catch. Off to the side, hauls it in right center field for out number 2. And it looks like another pinch hitter coming up. Nathan Maher scheduled to bat. Max Hudlow now in at the plate with 2 down here in the top of the 8th inning, facing Austin Schneider on the hill for Delano. Is there anything specific that you're watching for? Do you watch the game differently, maybe from your playing days to now that you're more in the coaching mode?
Well, right now I'm in the fan mode.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to sometimes to turn off. Like, there's that one play where I don't know, when I first got here, they picked off a guy at second base, and their shortstop caught the ball, and he was running him back to Bradley at first base, and I was right there, so I saw the path. And so he ran right behind the runner versus getting the lane, so he tried to throw over the runner.
Right.
And that's when the ball hit the baseball. He got away from it. If Bradley would have took a step inside, or the guy running at him would have established but he ran right behind him there. So it's like little things like
Right.
that especially even at the big level, that we're just missing. Like just base running and just stuff like that. You're seeing a significant gap on base running and defensive decision making.
Some of the fundamentals, some baseball knowledge here from Corey Koski. Well, we thank you for joining us. A pleasure talking with you here at Fox 9's Town Ball Tour. Delano and Loretto, a couple players on the Loretto Ball Club. Thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
This is Fox 9 Plus.
Let's get started, everybody.
Today's biggest talkers.
Charles and I have been talking about this all morning.
Award-winning comedy.
This gets better and better.
Minnesota's only local news at 7.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Plus,
more good news.
A whole lot more.
More than this?
More than we can use.
Game shows. Court shows.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Your shows. Fox 9 Plus. Something for everyone.
Welcome back here to Delano. Thanks to Corey Koski for joining us for an inning and a half and sharing his insights as Loretto and Delano going at it late in the game here in Fox 9's Town Ball Tour across the state in the summer for this great tradition of baseball. We're in the bottom of the 8th now, about to begin it. As we have a new pitcher for Loretto, Jacob Mathiasen, number 15, a righty, is on the mound with his team trailing 8-1. And Jeff Altoff at the plate. Entered the game a couple innings ago. And high chops this one, fielded by the pitcher, but then fumbles it. Hopping off the mound was Mathiasen. Did a good job to get to the ball, but had to spin and throw. It would have been a close play regardless. And so it's an infield single for Altoff. Scott Benjamin. His place was up. A ground ball to short. The out at 2, and the relay in time. A double play. Around the horn. 6-4-3. And just like that, the runner is erased. And Delano has 2 down. As Trevor Yannick now comes up to bat. This one fouled back. Or excuse me, it's back to the backstop, ball 1. And that is strike 1 on the outside corner. Yannick struck out 3 times tonight. He scored a run in the first. And we'll look for his first hit here in this at bat. Down in the count, 1-2. Off-speed pitch, tap to third. Played on a short hop across the diamond. The throw in time. Good defense there in that inning for Loretto. As now we go to the ninth. The last chance for the Larks as they trail by 7 here in Fox 9's Town Ball Tour.
Thanks for watching Fox 9's Town Ball Tour. Here's where we're headed this summer. Join us next Wednesday in St. Patrick, only on fox9.com.
Welcome back here to Delano as we begin the 9th inning. Thanks for watching Fox 9's Town Ball Tour here on fox9.com. Streaming it live, and those of you that are not into this crowded stadium, enjoying online. So we will start Loretto at the plate. Have another pinch hitter they are sending up. Eric Shuddy, number 3, will bat.
Thank you. Appreciate it. We'll talk about the beer tomorrow.
And strike 1 from Austin Schneider. And that is strike 2. 0-2. Quickly ahead in the count is double zeros here as he's in relief of Jeremy Machino, who pitched a solid first 5. As it's been Schneider's job since then. 1-2 here, the count to number 3, the pinch hitter for the Larks. Slaps that one, foul and out of play. Eric Shuddy. Do the 1-2 again. And that one missing well high. Eight runs on 10 hits so far for Delano. 1 run on 4 hits for Loretto. This one's skied. Third baseman, catcher. It'll be the catcher falling away back toward the mound, making the play. A nice play there by the catcher. Carson Chudy in behind the plate in relief of James Otto, who started the game. As this one's fouled back. Tyler Guerin with a 1-1 count from Austin Schneider. And it's now 1-2. These two teams, as we mentioned at the top, played on May 19th. As a swing and a miss here. A strikeout for Schneider, and that's the second out of the inning. 2 down, and the Larks are down to their last batter. Brandon Brolin. Will come up. 1 for 3 so far tonight. As that clips the inside corner. Schneider working efficiently here in the 9th. It's been a great night here for Fox 9's Town Ball Tour. A busy night. This one cracked to short. Scooped up, and the throw in time, and that will do it. Delano wins it 8-1. Here in a beautiful summer night, the A's beat the Larks at home. So we thank you so much for watching along with us here on Fox9.com as part of Fox 9's Town Ball Tour. And remember, all summer this will go on. Next week, Fox 9 is at St. Patrick, where the Irish will take on Newmarket. So follow along for that as the Fox 9 crew goes around the state this summer. That'll do it from us here in Delano. Again, the final score, 8-1. Delano beats Loretto.